Hello everybody, welcome to another Facebook Live here on Create and Craft. My name's Stephanie.
And I'm Nancy.
And together we are Steph and Nancy.
We just made that up, didn't we?
We did. We're both very experienced crafters. I've been with the channel, gosh, about 17, 18 years. It's a long time. Do all sorts of different crafting and have the pleasure of being a presenter and a guest, and also working at iHub with Tattered Lace. And Nancy, you've been there for almost as long or longer, haven't you?
I think I was just a little bit before you came on, and then that's when we met.
Yep.
And here we are.
All those
years and all those drinks.
A few pounds heavier and
yes.
a lot of wrinkles.
Yes.
Deeper. Anyway, we're going to be sharing with you some fabulous products. And the idea behind the Facebook Lives in the evenings, these 4 till 6 sessions, are that we bring you something you can't get anywhere else. So we're going to bring you a special deal. Not lots of them, just the odd 1 or 2. And we're going to spend our time doing education and actually getting to know you. So Nancy is going to be looking and reading some of the fabulous messages that you've got from us. So we've already got some people actually joining us, haven't we?
Yes, look at there. We've got Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
And Jamie Sue. Oh, that's from Missouri. Wow,
Oh,
lovely.
wow. Somebody just said, I love you. Can we see who said, I love your product. Sherry.
It's nearly.
Oh, she said, I love you. Who else have we got, Nancy?
Oh, we've got Katie saying, hi, lovely girls. And we've got Chris Humbug. Is that right? Yeah, Chris Humbug. Hiya.
Martin Parker.
Oh, it's Hinge and Bracket. I'm going to have a talk with him.
Martin Parker's one of our other presenters at Create and Craft. In fact, he's probably one of the most established presenters. He's been there a while. He's like us, he's ancient.
Yeah, he is. We're about the same. Yeah, I think so. We like the same
age.
Yeah, we like the same kind of music as well. So,
well, we'll say lots more hellos. Hi, Dawn, and Laurie. We'll say hello to you too. I'm just going to talk you through what we're going to be doing. We've both got our machines. I'm lucky because I got in first, because we're in our studio here in iHub in Chesterfield. Hiya.
Hi.
So you've got your chocolate stash?
I have.
Yeah, I've got
you ate yours.
Mine's gone. What we're going to do is we're going to be showing lots of stuff, and I'm going to apologise now for all the laughter, because there will be a lot of laughter. But it sort of is good medicine and it helps the world go round. I've actually got the new Pro Cut. This is one that's being released even for Create and Craft's birthday. And it comes with lots of different plates. But before I put these to one side, I'll show you what you actually get. So you can't buy this at the moment. You can still get the teal one that's still available? So the teal one's still available and the pink one's the next limited edition. So you're going to get a magnetic shim. Oh no, I just had to lean back because of my magnetic eyelashes. I've got these eyelashes on, honestly.
Are they falling off?
No, but I thought they might suddenly get whacked with a mat in the face.
That would be so funny. Slap.
It would be for you. We've got a rubber mat that you also get, your embossing mat, you get your metal plate, and then you're going to get 3 sets of plates. So I'm going to be working with the 2 3mm. So I'm going to take those and keep those. I'm going to put everything else to one side because we're not going to be using it in this show. And then we're going to talk about embossing folders. And you know, Nancy, I love a good embossing folder, because if your cardstock's a little bit crinkled, it's a great way of giving it a bit of a new lease of life, isn't it?
It certainly does, but it's brilliant, isn't it? I just think that little bit of texture does look wonderful.
And it makes it look more luxurious.
It does.
So the collection that we've got for you today is actually a full set of A4 embossing folders. We've got 2 special prices for you. The details are there on the screen. 839762 is the item number. This isn't a product that you would see at this price. And I'm just going to move my tea.
Excuse me, I
just lost.
Okay, starting to do this very nicely.
While Nancy's doing her domestics, I'm going to show you the different patterns. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut them all, emboss them all so that you can all see the patterns. And then we will talk you through some of the fun stuff that we have done in our crafting career. And there has been a lot of it because it's been a long career. So I'm going to start off with this first of the embossing folders. Look at that pattern. I mean, it really is quite exquisite. So that's the first one, which is the lace design. You're also going to get the tie tracks, which is this one. And you're going to get this one, which is, this is like all sort of like rivets and old metal, which I think is fabulous. And then finally, I've got one that's sort of like old maps. So if I take this one and I show you that, that's sort of like all the old maps. And then which ones have you got, Nancy?
I'm afraid I don't know the names, but they're really
Oh, that's
very
a really pretty one, isn't it? Would you mind just popping a piece of card behind it and see if we can see the pattern any better? Yeah,
there,
look at
you
that.
can see
Wow.
that now.
That does look really good, doesn't it?
Really pretty.
So this collection gives you all of them. So when you get embossing, the first thing and the most important thing is to choose your piece of cardstock. Now I'm going to do something that, you know sometimes when you've been working with your card and you get sort of like, you have a few problems, don't you? And it gets scratched and scuffed, and perhaps you've done some, maybe you've done some die cutting and the mat's marked it, and you end up with sort of like lines on it, you know, like sort of, let me see if you can see some of them. Look, you're seeing them there, can't you? Look at them. You can see those lines, and it just like, well, let me make it proper. Look at that. It's got those lines in the middle. It's all scratchy and it's looking a bit spoiled. And you'd be thinking, well, I'm not going to use that piece of card, and I'm just going to do it properly. And this piece of mirror is really now starting to see, it's at its best days, isn't it? You're not going to put that on a card for your best mate. However, although I'd use it for you.
Yeah. You were going to say that.
I'm just going to pop it into this folder. Now, that wouldn't be fair because that one's really easy to disguise. Let me put it into this one and see. So, let's put it in here. Right, now, the piece of card I've got is A4, and you can see that I've got a bit of a space around the edges on here. So it's really important that the plates on your on your machine are big enough to take this whole design, because it is these are very slightly bigger than A4. So if you have just joined us, I want to say a big hello to you, because it's great to see you. We're starting to do these Facebook Lives every day, Monday to Friday. I know you've got lovely Dawn Wheeler and Nigel May tomorrow, and tonight you've got Nancy and I, which is an absolute treat. Do you know, I don't know who it's the biggest treat for, Nancy or me, but it's nice to have work together, isn't it? We've not done anything together for ages. So with the Pro Cut, it's 2 plates, 2 3mm plates, straight in there. Make sure that when you put this in, you can reach to press the button, and that it isn't going to get stuck with the post in the back. So I'm just going to wiggle my machine a tiny bit to make sure it doesn't hit the post. I've got a post here holding the overhead camera up.
It's worked.
Could just end up with it on your head. Who else have we got watching us? Can you see anybody else there?
There's Susan, and then we've got Sherry and Sharon, and Martin Parker again. Oh, there's Stuart Dunnett.
Oh, they're all out tonight. These are all our work colleagues, everybody.
Kathy Myers, and somebody called Creighton Craft.
Wonder who they are.
There they are again. There we go. Chris Humbug Atkinson. Great name.
Right.
And who else have we got? We've got Christina and Deborah. And where are we again here now? Cherry again. And then Sel Hunter. Carol.
Hi,
Kay.
everybody.
Have we got any more there? Yep, that's it. Wow.
So you will have seen a moment ago that I popped this through and then I put it back through a second time. So I just want to share with you what I've done. I put my magnetic shim underneath here just because I didn't feel like the embossing was deep enough. I wanted it to be deeper. So I lifted my mat, I put my magnetic sheet on the base plate, and then I've embossed my cardstock.
Wow.
Now, the difference it makes, look at this, look at how absolutely lovely that is. It really does make a difference. You can see there all that beautiful embossing. And what I love about this particular design is that we could use it and create panels with it. So we can emboss and deboss. Now that was embossing, which means you get sort of a raised effect, and to deboss you turn the cardstock over and you do it completely the other way. Nancy, do you want to put yours through? You're going to need your magnetic shim. Did you have one of those before?
Yes, indeed.
And I'm just going to do a little bit of trimming here. Now, Nancy's a much tidier crafter than I am.
I try. It doesn't always work. There we go.
You are quite tidy though, aren't you?
I try to be, particularly at home,
Why at home?
because that's where I live.
And why do you try and be tidier at home?
Well, because I've got my new room now, which is actually nearly a year now. I think, what have I got here? So then I think that when I stop on one night, or it might be the next day, I always clean out. Otherwise,
That's new. You never used to.
I know. Because
Is it because you've got it new?
yeah, probably. I don't know how
It'll
long I
last.
can keep
You
it.
can stay neat and tidy. Can
Well,
we
I
just
hope
ask
so.
you a few questions, everybody? First of all, I'd love to know what you had for your tea last night. We got home to a pork dinner, which was pretty nice. And I'm hoping tonight, I think tonight might be curry. So not quite sure what it's going to be.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So Nancy, I think it's going in wonky.
I think I've done that.
So it wasn't the plates, I think it was a bit close to this side. You know,
Right,
when
does
you
that
said
look
I might
better?
need to stand up. No, that looks better. That looks better.
I'm just going to push my fingers on there. That will be okay. I'll make
Yeah,
sure they
that's-
don't go under there.
That looks good. Right,
we go.
everybody, can you see what I've done here? I've actually trimmed down that edge. So I could be using
Oh, don't
that
do that.
as just a border to be able to have that actually on my cards, and that's going to look pretty good. So I don't know what's happened there, but let's have a little look at it.
I'm going to just put it in that way now.
Okay. Have
And
you
I'll
got the
push
right
it
mats?
I'm a bit bad with mine. I
I
don't
know.
really look after it, to be honest.
Well, never mind. We'll worry about that in a minute, but we'll keep looking and see. I think it's liking it better.
There
Do
we
you know
go.
when you said you thought you were going to need to stand up to be able to
I told you.
feed it through? You didn't say, I can't reach.
I'm so short.
My arms aren't long enough. So one of the things that I would be doing, everybody, is I'd be using that as a decorative edge to the front of my card. So we'll just have a look at Nancy's design first, and then, wow, that looks amazing. That's really
I've actually put it the
beautiful,
other
isn't
wrong way. Well, it's not.
Well,
it's,
no, you
it's
can have embossed and debossed.
Yep.
It's really pretty.
And on that side as well. But it's worked beautifully, isn't it? Look at it.
That's gorgeous. That really is pretty. Do you know what we'll do before we get really into doing lots of different demos and different techniques? I'm going to show you a few more of these designs. Now, Nancy and I came in here with our masks on.
Yes, we did.
Mine's actually here, look. Ready for this? Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da,
I can't do that.
da-da-da-da-da. Oh, yours is just banged.
There we
I've got a
go.
little storage space for mine. We've got lots of sanitizer. Please do not worry that we are not socially distancing. We've got a piece of plastic between us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd be pouring if you've got glitter on the end of your nose.
Yes, well, I always do, don't I?
It's still there. Yeah, maybe it's gone. Oh, that reminds me. Do you know when we first met? Not you and I, Carl and I, and we'll keep demoing while we're telling you stories because, of course, can we just say some more hellos? Barbara, hello. It's really from North Carolina. It's good to hear from you. Kim, hi Nancy and Steph. Thank you. Hi Kim. Patricia, hi Patricia. Hi. Did you know the difference between embossing and debossing? Good question, everybody. In fact, to make that really obvious, I'm going to show you how we can tell you in one pass. So you take 2 pieces of card, okay, like this, and I'm going to take another one of my folders. So let's take the tire tracks. This is such an easy to use folder. You'd use this all the time, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
For men's cards. I'm going to put 1 piece with the gold down, 1 piece with the gold up. So you're going to see embossing and debossing in the same pass of the design. And embossing folders, they've got 2 different sides, haven't they? One's got little recesses and one's got little raised bits.
That's it.
So in you go. There you go. Thank you, everybody. Just
I was putting that in wrong, wasn't I?
Anne, how are you? It's good to hear from you. Diane, good to hear from you. Hi, Jamie. We said hi to you, I think, earlier, and to Carol.
Who's that? Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner. Now, she might be a lady that we work with. Hello, Kathleen. It's good to hear them. Get back to work.
Yeah.
Not bad. Are you ready, guys? Right, embossing and debossing.
There you can see it.
Look at the difference. So, on this one, you've got the recess. So it actually goes inside the cards. You can actually see it sort of, the little tire tracks are recessed in. And on this one, they actually are standing out. So if I take a sanding block and I sand across the surface, this is the embossed finish. And you're getting that lovely worn look that you can see there. And this is the debossed finish. And look what happens. It's not picking up those raised areas. What it's doing is it's actually taking off the colour. So this one is like the tire track has gone through the mud. And what I'm exposing is silver mud.
It's lovely, isn't it?
So you're seeing the effects here, and I'm just going to do something else that gives you a little bit more of an idea. I'm going to take my actual ink pad, and I'm just going to do this. Wow, I mean, God, this would be, imagine this on a guy's card. I mean, look at the effects of this, everybody. It's so effective. Gives you that really clever metallic. So this one is debossed, and this one, which you're going to see now, is embossed. So there are our 2 effects side by side, showing you the results that you're getting each time. And I do just love this distressed look.
I was going to say, that sort of shabbiness, it's great,
with
isn't
the
it?
sanding block.
Yeah.
You get these, everybody. If you're wondering where you get these from, you can get these from Create and Crafts or your husband's garage. So.
Oh, that goes down.
So there we go. Look, I'm just giving it a real little bit of ink in there, and that's perfect. I'm going to save those 2 pieces because I think they'd be great for men's cards.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, or actually, they'd be good for kids as well, wouldn't they?
They would actually.
Got a little
wouldn't
grandson that loves his trains and tyre tracks and
course.
stuff. That would work beautifully. Right, so we'll put those to one side because
Okay.
we'll save those for another card. Nancy, would you like to do another one? Do you want to do maps?
they? Maps, yes. Okay. That was clever. Right, so shall we use another colour? Shall we use pink? Let's do this. There we go. Put that on there. Right, I'm hopeful that I can actually reach it this time. There we go. Pop that in and pop it through.
I'm going to say a few hellos. Hello to Jenny. Hello from Cornwall. Hi to Susan. Susan is in Skegness. Then
Come
we've
back.
got Elizabeth. Hello from Harlow. Wow, that's great. So, what did you
Try
say?
again.
Imagine. Hello from Harlow. We had
Lasagna.
Oh, lasagna. Wow. Oh yeah. Do you know what? I love a lasagna. Oh, did she say something about Germany? What did it say?
La Freiburg.
Oh, had the type of lasagna.
It must be a special lasagna.
Oh, Nancy, do you want me to put it through mine? It
Yeah,
needs
I
to
think it's because my arms aren't
long enough to reach.
Let me if I can try it. Push it over that way.
So
That's a bit better.
Nancy's quite not as tall as I am. That's the way to describe it. Right, while that's going through, Nancy, let me show you another idea, everybody. This is one I've got, and I've just inked my plate here. And while that's inked, I've scrunched up my paper. This was actually the tissue paper that was between the embossing folders, and I'm just going to put it over this side, and I'm going to put a couple of pieces on because it's not going to be very thick, but it'll give you an idea of some of the textures and effects you can get. So even really crumpled tissue paper like this is going to turn out good. What's yours turned out, Nancy?
Beautiful. Look at that.
That does look really nice. That looks really effective, doesn't it?
It's like maps, but it's also, I think it's a bit like something in the sea as well.
It looks like maps. It looks like the surface of the moon, and
all
yeah, it looks
sorts of
like
things.
contours, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
and I think if you just snip into them, you just need a piece. It's lovely, isn't it?
That would look really good. This is what I've got here. Now, just to remind everybody,
Really
we've
gorgeous.
actually got a full set of 5 embossing folders, but these are on a very special price. The price you can see on the screen, it means that they're just over £11 each. Is so affordable for an A4 embossing folder. I remember the first one I bought was just a little tiny one, and I think I must have paid about £7 or £8 for it, and it was a really small embossing folder.
I've still got mine.
Have you?
I love them. I think they're fabulous.
They're so useful.
And I could never believe that we could do them this size.
I know.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It was interesting because one of the reasons that we wanted to do them was, you've obviously done embossing before, and when you've done it, and what you find is you end up with a strip of smooth cardstock down each edge, and it's quite frustrating when you've got to trim it before you can even use it, and that was one of the reasons why we wanted to do them like this. Okay, so now I've embossed my tatty piece of my paper, and look at the effect that I've got here. You can see I've got that sort of faded, lovely shabby finish. The tire tracks have gone into the paper, into this tissue paper, and I have literally, it's actually done both pieces. So if I put this on something so that you can see the texture of it, it's picked up the texture of the actual, there you can see it, look. It's picked up the texture of the tissue paper from the embossing folder, and even though it was crumpled, it still looks really, really good. So a good idea for this, and a reason to have your embossing folders, you know when you've got a present, so let's say you were trying to fill the top of this with tissue paper and all your tissue paper looked like that, I mean, that looks just looks second-hand, doesn't it? But if you've then got a piece that you've then decorated,
now, wow.
look at that. Look at the difference. It looks like, you know, you've crafted it. So for putting into bags and things
Wonderful.
like that, we recycle all of our tissue papers that were in gift bags and things, don't we?
Yep.
Can you remember that time when you sent me one that said Happy Mother's Day on it?
Okay, I just thought it was really funny on the front.
Hi, Romana. How are you? She's in Oregon.
Oh,
Wow.
yes.
Will sanding the embossing paper work for other types of paper or just on the shiny? That's a brilliant question. Yes, it works on all of them. And in fact, let me show you what the effect is that you get if you do it onto plain white card, because you wouldn't be expecting for this to have the same kinds of effects. So I'm going to do this, but I'm also going to get, see if Nancy can reach a piece of our coloured card where it's got a print on it. That would be a good one for us to be able to show you.
See
So
what
we'll see if we can get something like that. And I'll take a different one.
Should I go out and get it?
I think we've got a little box down there, Nancy, down
Where is
by you. I'll do it with this one. So I've got this pretty folder here.
Oh, we've got some papers here.
Right, so
How about this one?
Actually, that might be interesting to do.
Although
'cause
it
that'll
has-
give us a different effect.
But it doesn't matter, does it?
No, that'll give us a different, really different effect. Right, so first of all, I've got a plain white piece. So this is going to give us some good effects. So plain white piece of card. Okay, I haven't worried too much about being really careful with my inks. I've just literally put it in
Shall I do it?
as well. Yeah. We'll need, yeah, a good chunky folder. Then we'll put this one through here and I'll show you the results. And I'll show you a way that even with plain white card, you can get good results with it. So while that's going through, we'll see the effects. Let's say some more hellos. Hello to Teresa. Hi Teresa, it's good to see you. And then Sheena, we've got Sheena who's in Scotland. Kathleen is, oh, she's calling us giggly girls. Do you know what? You can never ever laugh enough, I don't think. Right, so, oh wow, look at that. Look at the effect of that. It's very delicate. I've used a lovely soft paper, but isn't that delicate? Right, so when you get your sanding block and then you then sand, just picking up some of the colour. I probably should be using a slightly darker shade to be able to get you to see more of the shabbiness, but what it does is it picks up, can you see how it's picked up some of the dust from it and it's like shabbied across it?
That.
This will be a good one to see as well, because what will happen is, right, let me go to an area where you can see the pattern disappearing. Can you see how I'm getting white? I'm getting my pattern to disappear. So I'm taking off the ink from the surface. So if I come up here, you'll see it really well. Look how much lighter it's going. Look at how we're getting that distressed finish across here.
Wow, that looks like the moon, doesn't it?
I'm just going to shake the dust off and let you see now. So I've got this, I've taken some of that finish off and I'm left with this texture and also that look and feel. I'm now just going to go onto here, onto the back and show you where this is the pattern of the design. So when I go on here, you can see it sort of coming to life as I've got here. So a little bit of ink. And then I'm going to shabby that back. And you can see it's taking up the fibres of the cardstock. And it's literally roughing them up. So here they are. Look, there's that fibre paper dust that you've got. And then we'll just shake that off. And we've got that again, that lovely shabby finish. So now if I take a different colour ink, anywhere where I've exposed the white fibres, it'll pick this colour up. So it starts to be, can you see how now we've got the blues and the purple? So the blues in where it's taken off the white, and we're getting this lovely distressed finish. And the thing about inking is, so I've got it true blue over here where it's clean. I've got it blue where it's taken the fibres off, and everywhere else it's left that purple.
It's lovely.
And it's really good to give you those different looks and feels. And don't worry about, you know, if you've got a little bit of, you know, some of it's rubbing into the background, because you might want to take your brush, and I'm just going to do this so that you can see, and dust into it.
Looks wonderful.
So that you start to blend those colours. So I'm dusting into the colour and just getting it over here. Nancy, could you see, because I haven't got my glasses on, can you see if we've got anybody else joining us?
Well, we've got Shelley.
Hi,
And she's
Shelley.
oh my gosh, that's from Australia.
Wow.
Wow.
Wonder what time it is in Australia.
I thought it's probably it's tomorrow or something, isn't it? So we've got Michelle from California. We've got Sherry again. Hello, Sherry.
It's good that everybody's talking to us and sort of staying engaged. That's really what this is about, everyone, is, you know, you telling us what you're doing, what you've been crafting about.
Yeah, it's lovely to listen to it as well, isn't it?
It is.
Or, well, we're not listening, but we're actually seeing it there. It's really lovely. Gosh, California and Australia.
Right, so...
Oh, Aradha, I'm sorry if I've got this wrong. Adradni. Wow, that's a lovely name. I just can't say it very well, I don't think. So who else is after that then? And actually, and that was from Bournemouth. And then we've got Kathleen again. Look at this one, Ramona.
Ramona was here last night. Kathleen says, I am working, I'm multitasking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are we.
Laurie Fox, Manico. Beautiful folders. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right,
Della Plaque.
I'm going to keep going while you keep reading out
City,
hellos.
Florida. My auntie Nancy is in Florida.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, with Uncle Paul. He's there too. So Corinne from Holland. Hello, Corinne.
Hi, Corinne.
There we go. Wasn't it lovely?
Which one haven't we done this one?
So where am I going now? So we are going to say Trisha. Hi, Trisha. And oh my goodness, ladies, this is great watching you both. So much fun. Oh, thank you. We're having a really good time. What else have we got? So we've got Julie Baldwin. Hello. And who else have we got? Going back. Oh, I'm glad I'm not doing this, because I would really get this wrong.
There's a lot of you watching.
There's a lot.
Thank you so much. Hi, Cherry. Do you know...
Oh, look, yeah, Sherry's got them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Do you know, it'd be lovely to see something that you've made with it. Two big thank yous, because some of you girls have actually sent in pictures of what you actually have painted, which I was really, really impressed with. And we had so many people messaging in. It's just been fabulous.
Oh, lovely.
So this is another one of them. Look at this, if you're doing sort of steampunk or Tim Holtzy style stuff. Isn't that just great? Nancy, have you got any cardstock that hasn't got a print on it, but is printed, not as in it's coloured cardstock, but it hasn't got...
I don't think I've got it in here, but we can try and find
Is there any in there? What's in the box?
We've not tried that a little bit.
Oh, that's a good
Have
idea.
a go? Oh,
Are you
I've got to
try? Do you want to pass
I'll
it to
put
me?
it underneath to you. There it
You're
is.
going like that.
Okay.
What's in the bottom though? Isn't there something in there? Yeah, there's a purple piece. I just saw purple.
Okay. There
Let
we
me-
go. We've got one. There we go.
Have you seen those masks you can get that are perspex?
I
And you go
know.
to have a drink and it goes all the way down your top. Oh dear.
Is that yours?
I think it's the boss.
Is it? Is it? Say hi.
No. Do you know what? I think it's someone trying to sell me gas.
Gas.
Yeah, the only problem I've got, sorry, I brought that in, guys, because I had some information on it that I needed for the show, and I got carried away, and I didn't get rid of it. Right, I'm going to, with this one, so this has got a coloured core. So this is for all of you out there that have got beautiful coloured core cardstock. So let me get one of the designs that's got more pattern on it. How come your side's tidier than mine?
Because you're doing all the work. I'm quite happy with that.
You know, I've so missed you in lockdown. It's not been the same.
No.
We've not been able to. We've both had our first injections, which we're really grateful for. I hope that you guys at home are starting to get yours as well. I know it's just, this world is crazy right now. And it's really made us all appreciate our friends and family.
Absolutely,
Just,
yeah.
you know, it's been so hard for so many people. Had a lovely class with some ladies a week ago by you know, over the internet, and one of them said, you know, she hadn't actually seen anybody for literally the best part of a year.
Oh my
So
gosh.
this is the effect you get when you use tone on tone ink. So I use my purple inks on purple cardstock. That looks pretty fabulous, doesn't it? Now on this side, I've got just the plain embossing. So I'm going to take my embossing folder, and what's going to happen is the fibres underneath are still going to be purple, surprise, surprise, because it's coloured core. So you'll see that you will get a slight difference, and you can see where it's been shaded, because what it does is it fluffs up the fibres. You can sort of see the stripes that are coming in it. It fluffs up the fibres, so it feels like velvet.
Yes,
So it
yeah.
starts to feel like it's got a pile on it. It's really the most really clever sensation. So that's one piece. Do you want to feel the velvet? And then have you got the one that's just printed, please? Did you have a piece of cardstock that was just printed? Oh, you gave
I
me
gave
this
it
piece.
to you. Should I join it to do it for you?
Yeah, if you like. Do you want to do it?
Okay.
I thought we had a pile come in. Just give
They
everybody
have, yeah. Do you want some of them?
a quick little reminder, everybody. So if you're watching us, well, I completely forgot about the time, Nancy. We spent so much time together. Just what we're doing is on every weekday from 4 till 6, we're going to be bringing you some Facebook Lives. We're going to be doing a bit of gossip. We're going to be talking about behind the scenes. We're going to be talking about different textures, having the kind of conversation we just don't have time to have on air. We're going to say hello. Hello, Denise. Hi. Hello to Chris. Do you know, will you be doing anything with dies? Received my first full Tattered Lace collection yesterday.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely, we will. I'm going to do that. In fact, I'm going to ask if somebody can get me a set of nested dies, any dies. I'm looking around here. The room, I'm glad you guys can't see it because it is full of craft stuff. We've been doing all sorts of different kinds of crafting today, everything from painting to you know what. But what we'll do, we will get those and we'll do that for you. Cherry's actually saying that snowing in Oregon. Oh my
Wow.
gosh, it's snowing. Wow. Well, luckily it's a little bit warmer here than it has been. So Nancy has got that pretty effect. Can you use your really pretty embossing folder on that one, please?
This one?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you gave this to me. Look at this. So this is the vellum, everybody.
But it's
and
got foil on it as well.
That's the vellum, and there's foil on the other side, and it's literally just gone into the pattern. That's really clever, isn't it? Okay.
It's a completely different look. Right, let's pop that in there.
Nancy, could you pass those dies, please? I don't know about sanitising. We're going to need to bath in it after we've shared all this stuff. You did sanitise first, didn't you?
I did.
I know you did. I saw
Definitely.
you. I'm going to show you a couple of little things that are really effective. So I'm going to cut a frame like this.
Oh, what is she doing?
Oh, a
Stop
little
there.
tip for you, everybody. When you look at that frame, it's a bit distorted, isn't it? Because it's sort of like a bit wonky, because these are quite lightweight. When you drop them on, let part of it go on and let the other part of it drop. And you'll find that that is enough to keep it perfectly straight. But I just need to lift this one because I've just made that one go wonky. So just gonna, there we go. Right, so I'm going to cut a piece of this foil first, and then can you get ready with that really pretty paper one that you had at the beginning?
One. Where's that gone?
I don't think I've got it.
I got one under here. There it is. I've got it. Sorry. This one.
And this is a great way of using your embossing folders, everybody, is,
Okay.
would you please
Yeah.
put this one in your embossing folder
Okay. Thank you.
and do a design? And while Nancy's doing that, I'm just going to show you this. So I'm going to take this piece of card, and I need to cut an aperture, but I'm going to cut it one size smaller, just thinking it through. So I'm going to go a size smaller, and I'm going to cut that. If I put that there,
Gonna go on there.
somewhere about there. I'm just going to pop that on here and pop this through here. So it's such a while since Nancy and I have been able to craft together because of all of our social distancing. But we've got some really good methods here at iHub. So we've got these screens. It may look like we can touch each other. Look, she's put that ripple there and I can't get it. Like, there, look.
There we go. There we go.
Right, so can I see your frame?
There we go.
So look at this,
So
everybody.
I lined it up so it looks all nice and pretty.
Look at that. How gorgeous is that? So you get the plain card round the outside edge, the plain on the inside, and then you've got your embossed frame inside. I just think that looks so effective. You know, when you look at embossing folders and you think, oh, it's all about cutting the whole panel, it absolutely isn't. It makes such a difference to be able to see it. And look at this, if I show you here. So imagine that you've got these and you're building your card like this with a plain panel inside and that embossing on the outside edge. It just changes everything, doesn't it? Makes it look so much more expensive. So the deal we've got actually works out at just over £11. No, it's not. It's going to be, you're getting 5 folders, and it's, my maths isn't very good today.
Don't ask me.
I'm going to work it out.
I can't remember my name. There you go.
Who are you? Oh, yeah. Well, you have some challenges, don't you? But
It's
that's okay.
£12.47.
So they're £12.47 each. Well, I remember buying a small one for over half that price. So this, but what it does is it gives you the option to change and try different materials. Oh, we haven't shown you. Have you done a piece on printed card yet?
You mean printed as in just...
Are you doing that piece?
Do you want that one?
No, do you want to do it?
It's fine, I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay, let's say a few hellos. Trisha, had her injection at the weekend. Same, I've not been anywhere since last March. Oh my gosh.
Oh, bless you.
And I started a new job in April, so I have never been into the office since I started my new position. Oh gosh. Oh, can't wait to get out and meet people again. Do you know what? It's tough. It is really tough, guys. And we're jesting, but we know how hard it is out there. Create and Craft has been a blessing to so many people because we've actually been able to, we've been blessed because we've still been able to go to work because the company has been amazing protecting us all with masks and face visors and sanitizers and keeping us all safe in the studios, and we've been having to distance from all of our guests, and then having these special screens put in so that we can see each other and we can talk to you as well. So it's been really, really good. And I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone. I'm just going to, Nancy, if you want to pop that one in, and what we'll do is I'll just show you the patterns that we've got here. So this is one of them. So this is actually a positive and a negative. So this is what we would call a positive. So this is the emboss design. And what you've got here is you've actually got the embossing elements of the folder erased. And this is the reverse. So this is what you would get on the back. So if this is a double-sided piece of gold, you would get that on the front, and on the reverse you would get that. And it's recessed. So that is your tire track. That's what you're getting for the tire track. This one is actually, and I'm going to confess that I'm not good at remembering all the names, but this one is the most elegant and beautiful design. And I'm just going to do a little bit of shabby sanding on this because, you know, when we just got asked, does it only work on foil or metallics? Look at the effect you get. And this is my personal favourite, where you take a piece of card that is printed. So this piece is white on the back, and you shabby it up so that you can see the core of the card coming through. And then you take a distress ink and you just gently tease the colour. And look at the effects that you're getting there. I mean, this is just a beautiful piece of card now. And where it's white, it picks the ink up differently. It's lighter, it's more velvety, it picks it up more softly. Up here, where I haven't used my sanding block, look at the difference, how intense that colour is. So the colour's intense here, but here it's just soft and velvety, and you're getting that lovely look and feel. Now if I come back into this one, it'll take some of that off, but it isn't going to take it all. So you're still left with the darker edges and the darker elements. Got some more hellos there. We've got Diane is in North Carolina. Sherry, these shows are great fun and I've learnt a lot. Yeah, I learnt a lot as well. Look, make sure you clean your hands. That's the only good thing about hand sanitizer.
Exactly.
It's brilliant after you've been crafting to just clean your hands. You get home and you're actually properly clean, aren't you?
It's either that or gin, and I kill you. Honestly, I mean it.
The gin?
Yeah. I managed to get loads of stuff.
What do you do then? Lick your fingers? Sorry for the piggy snort.
I need to use something, and thought alcohol. And it did. It worked.
Oh, no, it works, but it's a waste.
Gordon thought I was drunk. And I wasn't. I've been a very good girl.
Because you were washing your hands in gin. We were talking about that party we went to at Nigel May's yesterday, where we were singing shots with Nancy Watts. Can you remember that? How many years ago was that, Nancy?
Gosh, that was a long time ago.
We love to bring you into our world.
Yeah, 'cause Nigel and Alan had been, they're still in, well,
They were living near
Thorney.
Peterborough, weren't
It
they?
was in Thorney, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And, yeah, and we were all Mexicans.
In fact, do you know, I'll tell you this. It's a bit embarrassing, but I'll tell you anyway. Don't worry, it's me, not you. So we have these pigeonholes in Peterborough in the studios, and all the presenters have a little pigeonhole. It has their photograph in the back. So I guess it's so if somebody new's in the studio and passing you things, they know what you look like. Mine's a picture of me with a big moustache, an umbrella, a sombrero.
And a great big
It wasn't a proper cigar, was it? A bit of
not a
rolled
real
up
one.
paper.
And we all kept going, arriba, arriba.
Running around like silly people.
Yeah.
Right, I am going to go back to telling you
Right, sorry.
what's in. No, don't apologise. It's me that's leading the mischief. So we're just going to give you a quick look at what we've actually got, the patterns we've got. So this one is our one that is all our nuts and bolts. So if I put that in, you can see the pattern. Okay, that's the nuts and bolts. This one is our tyre tracks. So we've seen them, both different styles of tyre tracks. Which ones have you got,
This
Nancy?
one, that's I'd say that's lace.
This one's a pretty lace borders. This one's beautiful. So that's here.
Perfect to cut into as well.
It's
isn't it?
great. And what
And
you
I've
can
got
do,
this one here, this one here.
cut into the laces as well. And then we've got
Or shall I go?
we've got this one, and there's one more.
And have I got that? Yes, I've got that as well.
There we go. That's the maps, street maps,
This
Google
is
Maps.
Absolutely
Where
lovely.
do you live?
What, over there?
Yeah.
It's there.
Is it?
And you're right, over the other side. There you go.
Thank you. And then this one is probably one of the prettiest.
That is
and it's that
lovely.
one. And they're all on a special price. And the deal you can see is there on the screen. Now, we've only got 6 minutes and we're going to be back for another hour. And we are going to be doing die cutting and crafting. And then just to give you a little idea if you've just joined us. So weekdays from 4 till 6, we're going to be doing Facebook Lives. Tomorrow, Nigel May is on with Dawn Wheeler. That is going to be an absolute hoot because
It will
this is
be literally a
a
hoot.
hoot. It is because this is the only time where we haven't got a producer in our ear telling us to stop being naughty and to get on with what we're supposed to be doing as the job. So we can tell you stories, we can show you all the different things, we can get sidetracks, we can have a cup of tea because that's not allowed either in Peterborough, is it? Because we're not allowed to have drinks
No,
in the
we're not.
studio in case
Oh, never
in
mind.
case we
I got that.
well, because it's health and safety, isn't it? It's being good. And we can read your questions and listen to and talk to you. So, Sue says, I love the frame idea using the embossing folder. Thank you, Sue. Do you know what? It's a really easy one. It's a great way of putting... so if you take a frame like that, and all you need to do is stamp a message onto the card and put some flowers in the background at the bottom, and it looks really, really good. So that's one. Then
Nuala.
Nuala. Oh,
Nuala.
hello, Nuala. I think this is that's nothing, Stephanie. I'm a nightmare. Nuala, we need more. You can't leave us with just that. We need more. You need to tell us more stories. Denise Parkers. What's Denise saying, Nancy?
Well, she's loving all the techniques that you are showing.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
nice, isn't it?
That is really nice. What will be really interesting will be whether any of you come back next week. I'm going to be back Monday, Tuesday. I don't know. I've got to try and work on Nancy, see if I can persuade her to come back. Because we've been really good because of obviously all the COVID things. So thank you, everybody. It's been really, really good to have your company. So I'm not going to recap all the details. You can see those on the screen. Nancy, What are some of the things that you've been doing during lockdown?
I've actually been doing, would you believe it? I have been working.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of cards, which
Yeah.
has been, I can't say that it's like work, to be honest. Having a lovely time. And helping with Create and Craft magazines. And
Yeah,
the
you've
kits.
done a lot of
got
Tattered
the
Lace
kits.
magazines, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah.
And
And I've actually gone into Create and Craft as well.
you've been on
little
shows
bit,
a little bit, haven't you?
Yes.
It's interesting because we've had a lot of new products coming through, and we've been working really hard on bringing new ideas to you. But also, there's been some personal challenges as well. My biggest personal challenge this last week has been these magnetic eyelashes. That honestly, because we can't get out to the salons. You should see our legs. Good job we've got tables under here.
Well, I've just been eating and eating and eating, unfortunately.
That sanding block wouldn't even get through them, would it?
I wouldn't even start on my nails.
I've got plastic ones.
I need to do something, but I don't really know what.
I did tell you this yesterday if you're listening. And I tell you what, I hope Dawn Baby never watches one of these because she's going to get me. Oh, can I tell them that story about the bugs? Do you know the one about...
You're going to get us into trouble.
So I've only got 2 minutes. I've got to make it quick. So Dawn's been really healthy. She's quite good. Everybody's healthy except me. I'm just the one that I'm just bad. I'm trying really hard at the moment, but I'm not. It's not easy. It's not easy. The gin keeps talking to me. So Dawn comes into the green room, and there's myself, and there was Dawn Wheeler was in there.
Me and
You were there, and who else was there? Was it Hel Sheridan? There was somebody.
Yes.
There were a few of us
she
there.
came in afterwards, didn't she?
Well, Dawn came in and she put the bowl down by the kitchen, and because we were all really trying to keep apart, she was making herself this breakfast, and it was a really healthy breakfast. So it was yogurt, and you guys are going to think I'm so bad for telling you this. It's yogurt, and she put some fruit on top of it, and she was really healthy.
Yogurt, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
And she said, I'm having a really healthy breakfast, and we were like, oh, that's really good, munching our chocolates. Nom, 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 nom. So off she goes into the dressing room to eat the chocolate, and you know when you can hear somebody, and they're doing this with the bowl because they're getting spoonfuls of it up and eating it. She wasn't going quick. She was just eating it against this thing. And then we heard this squealing, and it was like, ah! And she goes, it's got eyes, it's got legs. So she comes running out, and she goes, I only wanted to be healthy. I just put some crunchy bits on top.
It was just all these...
She'd had, because we'd been in lockdown, it was a box of some kind of cereal, but it had been there for ages, and so it got little weevils in it, and she put what she thought were crunchy bits on the
They were
top, and Hal Sheridan said, I bet that's really bugging you.
She's going to kill us now. You know?
I'm so sorry, Dawn, for telling that. Listen, we'll be back in a minute with some more demos. So if you want to nip to the bathroom, go. But we're not going anywhere. We're going to do a live shuffle and do this. Oh, I tried.
That's what we're going to do.
We've got to tidy this up. Look at it.
Okay.
We need room. I know what to do. Should we off the end? We just can push it off the end.
That's what we normally do.
We can't do that. That's naughty. Okay. Right, we're going to have a tidy up.
Yes.
Take pictures because you won't ever see this again. Oh dear, look at this. Right, the next lot we're going to do, we've got little dies. We've got to make proper cards in the next one.
Right, okay.
We're going to do proper projects.
Okay.
Okay, right. Have you got a box or something down there? What should I do? Should I just open that drawer?
Is that how you're going to get rid of it? That's a good one.
Oh,
Oops.
There we
The
go.
whole thing comes down.
there. That was easy. There. Right, there we go. So, moving swiftly on, let's go on to our next set of projects. And they're just down here. So I'm just going to reach them. Put that up there.
I've seen these.
No, you'll recognise them though. So we've got butterflies, and we've got dragonflies, and we've got bumblebees.
Bumblebees. Oh,
And
I think I have seen some of them.
I've got little bluebirds,
Oh, look at that.
and I've got using embossing folders. Oh, I think these are the ones we were meant to do in the last hour.
Oh, we can use them.
Should we do
can't we?
these quickly?
Yeah.
Here, quick. We'll do it really quickly then. Here, do you want to quickly do that
Yeah.
one? It's just mats and layers. And I'll quickly do this one for you, just to show you what
Oh,
we
these
do.
butterflies are beautiful, aren't they?
This is what we do with an embossing folder. And I'm so sorry, everybody, that we got carried away.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're bad.
Right, so let me just talk you through mine then.
Oh,
So I've got a card with an aperture in it. When you've got a card with an aperture and it's flimsy like this, it's good to have a panel that you can actually put over the top, because that's going to protect it and make it nice and sturdy, especially on the edges. I've got another panel that you can see there. I've also got a piece of vellum, and this has been embossed. So my vellum is going to go,
Very nice.
well, let's see how this is going to go. So my vellum's going to go like that. My design's going to go over the top, but I think I want both of them over there. So I would make one change to this if I was doing this differently, and I'm going to show you what it'll be. I would put my vellum between these two pieces of card so that it captures it and I don't have any edges showing through. Because if I didn't do that, what would happen is I put my vellum to the back, but you're going to see where it's been glued. So I'm going to put that right and do some mats and layers. Nancy, what have you got?
Oh, it's a lovely card and a simple one. Nice and easy. And a big one though as well. I always like to tell everybody. So it is 25 centimetres by, and that is 15 centimetres. So it's a big card, but it's really, really pretty. So I am just going to put that there. That can be my...
And I'm just going to show you how to cut this one down. So the way that I would do this is I would put my frame, the smallest of the frames, over the top of the vellum. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the back off. Here, I hope this magnetic stuff on my eyes is waterproof, because I've made myself cry laughing. So just going to take the backing off. This is what we call finger lift tape, and it's so easy because you just literally slide your fingers underneath. And I've got to decide which part of the pattern I want to have in the design, and I quite like that part. So I've got that lovely embellishment in the centre, and now I'm going to trim off this excess. So I'm just going to trim that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide the scissors underneath this frame. So I'm sliding them under. So I'm not catching it, I'm just sliding them under as I'm going along, like that. And then that will be ready for me to just stick on top of this red panel, this pinky panel. So while I'm doing that, Nancy, what's your part?
Okay, I'm just going to say about this card itself. So a little bit of inking around the edges, and it takes away that sort of harsh white. I quite like white anyway, but sometimes you want a little bit softer, and that's just a little bit going around there. Now I've got a nice sort of lavender blue here, there, and a bit of tape. And this is 2mm, so it's got nice lift. And I'll put that one in the centre as well, because it's a big card, put it that way. Now pop that on there. So my problem is that normally at home I would be standing up because I can't get over there very easily, again because I'm short. But there you go, I popped it on there. Now look, we've got one of these really, oh look at that one. This is a different, I think this is a different one, this one here, but we've had those lovely ones that we've just watched.
I think that's the, oh yeah, it is slightly different.
Slightly different, but you could use with any of those ones that we used earlier. Right, so I'm going to take that away. When it is like that, when you've had it gone through your folders, sometimes it's a little bit difficult. So best thing to do is put your finger, or thumb rather I should say, and make sure that it's going to stay where you want it. There we go. That's that one. And next one. And this is just regular tape. Pop that onto the card. And then we've got some more mats. That nice lavender blue. That is going to go on there. Oh, another one here, look. Oh, I thought it was going to take you out then. That's going to go on there. It's a nice big card, isn't it?
Okay, everybody, I need to show you that something that I've just done wrong and what we would do to put this right. So when you look at my pattern, so if I show it like this, the embossing folder, it doesn't matter which way that goes, whether it goes vertically or horizontally, but it does matter that this bird's dive bombing here. So I'm going to change my card and I'm going to make it so that it's a tent card, so that it opens that way. And that, I think, will be my solution, because otherwise it would look a little bit wrong. And I'm just going to use my little design here, which says just because. So we're taking it and we're going to send this just because we can, just because we're friends. But I also want to share with you another little tip. And I would be saying to you at home, please cut yourself another one of these little birds out so that you've got another one there. And we're also going to need another little square of card. And the reason that we'll need that, and I'll just cut this off here as a for example. So there, because when I lift this up, and it's less obvious in a tent fold, that's a really good point actually. When you're trying to hide the inside workings of a card, if you use a tent fold, what will happen is you will see that the workings are hidden and you've got to get it right open to be able to see it. But when you have got workings that you want to hide, get yourself a piece of cardstock that's exactly the same size, or that would even just give you a little frame on the front, and that little frame, you could see, you could have just a little frame there, and put another one of these little birds on the inside, and it just finishes it off and makes it look more professional. That's lovely, Nancy. Don't these embossing folders really lend themselves? That wouldn't look as good with just plain vellum.
No, it's, and do you know what I like about it as well, is that if you haven't got anything, you know, a special paper that you wanted to put behind, and or maybe this is a little bit better because you don't want something too much.
Yeah.
So this works because you've got these pieces here, and then you just do a little bit of inking around. You get that colour, but and a little bit more here. I just think it's really lovely.
Bring it all together.
So I've got a sentiment here, and it says, "May all your dreams come true." Well, that's what we all want, isn't it?
Yeah, we do.
Pop that. I'm going to put that right in the middle. I think it'll work nicely there. Make sure. So I've got 3 little butterflies here. They're really cute. Now, I'm just moving these around a little bit, just lifting them up. I want to put this one here at the bottom. And I'm just going to use a touch of glue. And here we go, got one of these little goodies. Do it that way. All right, so let's pop that on there. So I've got that little bit right there in the centre. I'm not going to put it on there because we won't be able to see it, so I'm just going to bring it down a little bit so it's just as if it's just popped on there like that. And then
Okay,
this
so
one. Sorry.
while you're just finishing off, just a few more quick hellos, everybody. So, hello to Jane. How are you? It's lovely to hear from you. She actually loves Tattered Lace dies and the USBs. We've got new USB coming up in the Crate and Crafts birthday, and what we're doing there as well is we're actually looking at giving you little mini ones so you get really good prices. And then Crate and Craft got a question for us. Let's see what they would like to know. What's been your biggest challenge during lockdown and how has crafting been helping you? Well, I think crafting has helped me massively because I like to, when I'm making cards, I like to reward myself. So it's helped me with manage my chocolate.
Well, yeah, my problem has been eating, to be honest.
I think it's all of our problems. Do you know, Crate and Craft and crafting has helped lots of us. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because lots of the girls here have started knitting and crocheting.
That's
They're
a
knitting
biggie
hearts
now, isn't
as
it?
well. Have you
Yeah.
seen they're knitting these little hearts for charity? And it's just lovely. It's just been a huge help. And I love the fact that you are actually enjoying it too. Marilyn, do you know, she says, love to see you both together making beautiful cards. Well, thank you. And it's been a tough one because Nancy's not been very well. And I've, you know, I've been a bit off with dodgy hips and stuff, but mine have been fixed. So we've had to sort of manage our time. And like everybody, we've been separated because of COVID, haven't we?
I know.
So it's been really tough.
It has
So
been, yeah.
we're getting there, and looking forward to coming and doing lots more Facebook Lives to you. Right, Nancy, we're going to run out of time. I don't know how this is going to happen, but
Right, okay.
there's a card here with dragonflies for
Okay.
you. Is that okay? I've got one here with butterflies. There's your dragonflies. I don't know whether we need to do any cutting. If I explain it to you, would that be okay at home? If I just explain how this part of it works. And I know we had a few people yesterday that had never watched Crate and Craft before. Oh gosh, I was quite excited about it. I don't know how you found us, but thank you. And just as a quick, for anybody who's just joined, we are we're going to be doing this Monday to Friday, and we're doing different things each evening. We're doing 2 hours, 4 till 6, different presenters, different guests. Last night I was on my own. Tonight I've got Nancy with me. Tomorrow you've got Nigel and Dawn Wheeler. I think the day after it may be Martin Parker. But we all want to just share with you. I'm going to be planning on doing some painting with you so that it feels like that we're actually crafting together and we've got things going on. And I'm just really sorry, but that's the gas man again. I brought it in because I needed some information that was on it, and was wanting to show you pictures. But and it's there, and it will take me 15 minutes to work out turning it off because it never goes off. So this is what we call charisma. So and anyway, I was hoping George Clooney might ring, and George Michael and George Clooney, because that would be.
I wonder. Unfortunately, my George isn't around anymore, but
Oh, my
always,
Georges.
yeah.
Oh, your George. Oh, no, he's not going to ring, is he?
No,
I
no,
forgot about that.
But you never know. You're still in with the other one.
I've been waiting a long time for a phone call. It still hasn't happened.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get one.
He's moved on, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Bless him.
Bless him.
Oh, I know.
I just still love him. I still love him.
Love George Michael.
I want to start to sing now, but I won't.
I could sing you. So, what's that song?
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
That song that you sing. That's
Oh, I don't know.
no, it's like a rappy song.
Oh, I won't remember.
Oh, you will, you will. It's something. Oh, I'm going to get it wrong. It's that Lojo song. No, it is.
The Lojo. What?
Yeah. No, booty and stuff like that. What's it about? Oh, if anybody knows the song I'm on, can you just message it? I can't remember the name of it. You do it like...
Yeah, I can.
You know the one I mean, don't you?
I can, but I remember it.
Oh,
Unfortunately, you know what it's like for me. But yeah, we'll have to do Wham. That's all we can.
You have to do Wham. What music do you craft to? That's a good one. What music do you craft to? What do you craft to?
Pete Tong.
And not that heavy metal rocky stuff.
No, I don't do that.
No, but you do that.
Well, I have done. I have done that. Yes.
She does this
That's
right.
why I'm in this way.
It's nothing to do with that.
No, anyway, Pete Tong Heritage. Oh God, it's so fantastic to listen. I really love it.
The video keeps stopping.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
That's us pausing. Is it us pausing? Oh, it's all right. It's mended.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay. Keeps freezing. We're working on it, Alison. Apparently, it's me and Nancy. We're not pedalling hard enough.
Sorry.
Can you remember that thing when we we just need to get the electricity going. We'll just pedal a bit harder. Nancy and I have got an electricity company. That's why the gas man keeps ringing me.
That's what you remember when we were in the pool.
So we are in a swimming pool having a lesson.
Yeah, with a glass of wine in our...
That was not later. Anyway, I can't remember. But we were supposed to be doing these big walks and things. And what was happening was we were creating tidal waves, seriously. And I worked out that if we went faster, we could generate electric power. We could actually get a generator going, couldn't we?
And all we had to do was
go faster with a bigger glass of wine. And so, but then we had a problem because we then realised when it got to Christmas dinner, we wouldn't be able to keep up with all the power required by the country. So we were both fell over laughing, spilt the wine. Anyway, that's another story.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
So I'm telling you about Charisma. So this is Charisma. And for those of you that have just joined us, thank you for joining in. Just the best fun evening that I can't remember the last time I had this much fun. Because, do you know, guys, I've missed Nancy in lockdown and she's back and we're crafting together and it's just great fun. And to actually craft with you guys around is even better. Now, what I've got in this is a set of dies. So we're bringing you, each time we do a Facebook Live, we're going to bring you a special deal. So for this deal, it is you get a butterfly, a set of butterflies like this. You get a set of stamps like those. And you'll get an embossing folder that matches everything. You're going to get 3 pieces. Then the next one that you get is the bumblebees with the stamps and the embossing folder. And then you're going to get the dragonfly, the stamps, the embossing folder. And I know you're looking for the stamps and they're under my chair.
Oh.
They fell out the back.
Okay, now we know.
And I don't try and get them. That will go out, up, and that will go up. And...
Yeah.
So anyway, you get 3 sets, okay? So there's 9 pieces in this collection.
Oh, lovely. Haven't seen
That can't be right. That means they're like £3 each. That means a full set of dies is £3.
So
£3.33.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
You've
plus
got...
the mats as well. So that's 8 there.
Yeah, but that's like £3 what you've got.
That's that.
That's that. That's £3.
No.
Stamps are £3.
And then I've got my stamp under there.
No, but look how cheap it is.
Oh, you've actually got 3. 3
You get all of these. You get all 3 for that price.
How much?
No.
What is it?
Just checking the screen. Can you imagine if we've done it wrong? Just get it.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it, we're not. Right, so what you do, you print off your Charisma. So you go to the downloads on the Create and Craft website. And you know now you can buy 1 download at a time and you can like pay £1 and get a download. This one's actually free. What you do, you put your die over the top and pass that through your die cutting machine and it will cut out. And you'll end up with these. You'll end up with something like that, which is pretty cool. Then you can put this one through and you'll end up with that, which is gorgeous. And then we can then put our embossing folder through and we can get it embossed as well. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it through my embossing folder. Let me find my embossing folder. Right, Nancy, would you like to start me? And the way you do this, guys, is you're literally just going to lay it over like that and close up the folder. So I'll pop this through. Would you like to talk through what you're going to create, Nancy?
So I'll make a card. So now this is the card. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? So it's actually 2 pieces of card. Like, there it is. You can see it there. Now where is this one come from? This yeah.
That's one of the shabby frame collection.
Right, okay. There it is. Okay, so you've got this one and then another one behind. You just then put a score along the edge there, about I'd say 2 centimeters, and then just tape a pop up here. Then fold that through. That gives you your card. It's not going to work on that though at the moment. Okay, but there you go. This is all sort of plastic. Yeah, plastic. So, okay, right. So now,
Nancy, while you're doing your card, I'm just would like to show everybody my butterfly. Okay. So I've embossed this and I've just shabbied it. So look at how pretty that looks now, where it's just a little bit shabby. It just looks so effective, doesn't it? So that is what you're going to be able to do. And you've got at least 3 pieces. I mean, in the bees, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bumblebees. And you've got all of those. And that works out at just over £3. So for the price you see on the screen there, everybody, that is, and actually I don't even think that's a club price. It's going to be even better than that. Well, listen, it is just for people that are watching us on our Facebook Lives. So just some hellos. Oh, Chris, hi. Oh, so what did Chris say? Oh, they're all talking to each other now. This is really good. I'm really... George Ezra, Chris Isaac, George Michael. Oh, George Michael was Cher's heartthrob. No, Cheryl's. No, Sherry's. I need glasses. Sherry, sorry. Yeah, her heartthrob, it was yours as well, Nancy.
Was, definitely.
I love George Ezra. Do you know, I really...
do. We all like that, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
That.
He came from nowhere, sort of, didn't he? Mind you, I don't know lots of names of many people. I'm not very good with famous people, am I?
Oh, you're not really?
We've been on planes before and Nancy's gone,
I was
that's
so
so-and-so.
excited
And I've not even known.
to know
Are you
all the
watching,
people.
are you watching Steph and Nancy from somewhere abroad? Oh, on a phone or a tablet or a desktop? Oh, technical. The difference between phones, desktops and tablets. Tablets, you take those when you're poorly. The phone, the phone goes ding-a-ling and ting-ling-ling. And desktop, once said to a lady, she phoned the help centre, customer services, and she needed help with Minecraft Studio in the very, very early days. And I'm talking about 20 years ago. Not many people even had computers. And she said, I remember one of the team saying to her, "What have you got on your desktop?" And she says, I've got a cup of tea." And he goes, "No, your desktop." "No." And she goes, "On my desktop, I've got a cup of tea." He said, "Well, what else can you see?" And she goes, "My cup of tea." And he's like, he said, "No, the screen, your screen." "Oh, yes. Oh, is that my desktop?" "Oh, right. Now, have you got can you see the cursor?" "A cursor? What, are you cursing at me?" She says, "No, I'm not. Can you see the cursor?" She's, you get the cursor when you move the mouse. "A mouse! I've got a mouse!" Oh, we just had the best fun. But your Mia was helping me last night because I couldn't even unlock my phone. I'm rubbish. So do you know everybody
So am
out
I.
there?
No, I am the
I
same.
get it. Your worst one is you can't find it.
Yeah, I can never remember where, but that's always been me, isn't it?
know.
Oh, where's I've done with that?
Where's my phone? Oh dear. Do you know what? It's so much fun, and all of this has just been the best time. This is like medicine for us, being able to craft with you guys. Thank you so much. If anybody's got a fancy flip phone or something, can you tell us what you use? You know, how are you watching us? We're really quite curious to know. I've got a great card here. This one looks like this. Well, I think have we frozen? No? Oh, okay, but we're still going. Oh, that means I've been looking at the wrong screen all the way along. So that's my design. And then my butterflies are going to go on here. Oh, can you believe that? I've been looking at the wrong screen all the way along the line. Let's see. So I've got an easel card, so I'm going to show you. Right, so let's talk seriously for a minute. First of all, the easiest way when you've got a heart die is to cut two of them and then join them together by gluing that top centimetre and creating a score line here. And then we take this panel and we fold it just about in half and take a third heart and place it over the top. So you need actually 3 hearts to get started. Right, then I'm going to do some mats and layers. So I'm going to, and the reason that I've chosen black, this is actually quite interesting. I'll share this with you. The reason that I've chosen the black and the purple, can you see the dark on this butterfly? It really accents the dark on the black of the card that I've got here. So by bringing those colours together, it sort of creates the full design and brings the whole thing into life. So I'm just going to put these 2 panels inside. This one's been trimmed off because when I open it up, I've got that flat panel at the top. So I'm going to take it right up to the top score line, and I've got then this border around the outside edge. But because my second heart is slightly smaller, you can see that that's going to fit perfectly. So it looks like it's literally been tucked under, doesn't it? But it's been trimmed off. So we'll do and get this double-sided finger lift off. So finger lift, so easy to get into because you literally can go just under there, slide that off, and the glue actually runs down the middle of the tape. So it's through this centre panel here, and it just is really easy to slide off. And I'm just going to tuck that under here. And that's my first panel. This one is my second. So do a little bit of speed crafting here. Nancy, do you want to freeze your demo and we'll come to you in a second? Do you mind? Is that all right? I know you're not having a nice time. So I'm just going to place that down there. And that's ready. I need to just make sure that goes underneath. So that's the main part of the card. Then I'm going to come to the front of it, and I've got this piece. So this is going to go right on the front, and it's going to cover that front panel. So I'm going to line it up at the bottom, use my finger to catch it at the side, and that should give me a close to perfect fit. Then I've got a lovely pattern that's going to go over the top. This is from one of the backing papers from one of the Tattered Lace USBs. And one of the things that we have done is over the last, 12 months, we have got better and better at designing backing papers and doing good stuff for you guys. And I'm really thrilled and chuffed because our design team and our designers are amazing, and they're like my children. I spend so much time mentoring and working with them, and I'm going to be really proud this next week because we're launching Tattered Lace Memories. And Nancy, I'm hoping you're going to be able to do something in the magazine with it as well. Definitely. That would be really good. Do you think we could do something in the July issue maybe, using the papers and things? July, or is that too late?
No, I think we could.
That would be really good if we could.
June in, we could get. In fact, that'd be nice to do in June.
Because you know what we could do? We could do something with the papers, and we could show people how to use their dies to make a scrapbook layout. So we could go back to basics, couldn't we? That would be
a really good one.
Because that would be good for me as well.
Yeah, let's try and let's get that done. Because we're starting. In fact, Becky was up
today. She came in, didn't she?
Yeah. So we've already sort of said we're going to have this, and this. But we can certainly get that in.
That would be fab. Okay, so this is one of the lace butterflies. So I'm just putting a little bit of adhesive. I'm using one of my fine tip glue applicators, and I'm just going to lift those. Whoops.
Oh,
I'm just going to hold that in place and just wiggle it and then just get those little wings, just a little bit. And I'm going to layer up this butterfly so that its wings are quite pronounced. So we've got layers of them, and you get them like, oh, I've not quite got enough glue. So a bit more on there. And you can see just by getting that dimension, you're bringing up those wings. Look, that's lovely, isn't it? And then I've got another one here, but I'm just going to put this one in without the foundation. So I'm just going to put you in and pop him in there. And layer up another one on top. So I'll get another one and put that on top.
What do you think that butterfly is called?
Graham.
I was thinking Kevin. But yeah, that's a bit like a Graham.
I know, it's pink, isn't it? It's not going to be, might not be Graham, it might be, do you know, we were trying to come up with names the other day. Nancy kept coming up with these really amazing names, and I was like, we can't call it that, I can't pronounce it.
I can't remember it.
So between I can't remember it and you can't remember it, I can't pronounce it, we've got a challenge.
Absolutely, I'll look at it.
Look at that, that's gorgeous, isn't it? And then I've got my little stopper that's going to go there, and I could put another little butterfly on that, but I just think, and I'm just going to show you it from the sides, look at that, it's really, really pretty. And that's using a set of the trio dies. So you get an embossing folder, a set of dies with the outline. So you've got the dies to do the outline and the embossing folder to do the embossing. And you can stamp them and all of that Works out less than £10 each because we've got 3 sets in this.
That's brilliant.
Right, do you want to do the dragonflies?
Yes, so I've just got to finish it off. So I've already put this little frame around here as well, and I've got the lovely little tag. Really beautiful. And again, we've been using those. I think that's the one.
Embossing folders.
It is, yeah. Right, so that's gone on there with some tape, and I've got another one up here.
Oops.
So I'm going to just put that on tape now because I think. Oh, no, I've got some one mil, so I'm going to use that instead.
Nancy, Denise's work is she's watching on her phone. That might be quite a small picture. That means we'll look quite skinny.
That's the case. I'm going to say to Gordon,
Only look
never look at me.
just
unless
unless it's on the phone.
on the phone.
So we've got
be happy with that.
we've got a message from Jane. She says it's nice to see you both. Do you know we've missed each other? It's been at least a year, hasn't it? And a bit. And then, oh, hang on a minute, there's some more. Only just had splint off my arm. Oh my gosh. Because I've fractured my wrist. Still have to take it easy, but so looking forward to doing some crafting, as I couldn't do any for a while. I wonder how long you've had your splint on. Oh my gosh, Denise, that's just wow. That's yeah, that's oh gosh, I hope it sounds really painful. I hope you're okay, honey. It really do. You know, that's the kind of thing. I've been lucky, blessed, never broken a bone.
Haven't you?
No, never.
I've just taken them out.
I've had them chopped off and taken out. I've never broken one. When I had my first hip done, the surgeon came and drew a great big arrow on it. And I asked him if I could post a picture on Facebook, and he was horrified. I didn't mean a picture of him, I meant of the arrow. He was just... he was like, why would you want to do that? I was like, just to make sure you get the right one.
Oh dear.
It's not funny, is it? Because that was things. What will the basic shape foundation dyes be coming back? Well, that's interesting because we've been talking about that. We are going to request to get them back in stock for you. So Chris, we're going to do that for you because yes, you're not the only one. We've got a big please here. Helen's emailed in. She said, is there any chance you could put 4 flexies on 4? Let's see, it says 4 flexies on for the offers. I really, really want them, please.
Oh.
I have the tree of flowers and I love them. I hope you do more in the future. Do you know what? We're going to ask for you. We'll see what we'll ask. No promises, but we'll just ask if we can do something. Maybe we'll send you your message. Maybe if we screen capture your message and we send it to somebody like high up, we'll see what happens.
Oh.
Yeah, that might work. We'll try that. It's lovely seeing you two back together. Nuala, thank you so much. Do you know, it's nice to see you guys. And I love that you've got pictures in because I'm recognising some of you. When will you be on the US live site? Right, so do you mean on Facebook or Ethel, do you mean on TV? I'm trying to work out when my next one is. Wednesday. Oh, thank you. Sarah knows. It's Wednesday next week. Oh, I'm doing scrapbooking. Wednesday next week. Nancy, do you want to come on with me?
Yes.
Shall I see if we can get on together?
Yeah, okay.
I'll ask. They might. I don't know whether we'll be allowed because of the studio. We'll ask. But a week tomorrow, I'm going to be on. So yeah, that'd be really good. I'm really excited about the Tattered Lace scrapbooking. Did you see the album I made at the weekend, Nancy?
I did.
I've made
yes,
one
I did.
for Kirsty's little one, but I've got a new grandchild on the way. It's not here yet.
I forgot to
They're
put
not
this
here
on.
yet, and I'm quite excited. Okay, so you're trying to decide where to put it.
Yeah, I forgot to put it on there.
Oh,
We can
inside,
put, yeah, let's
tucked
do
in.
that. There we go.
So what I've done is I've started an album ready for when the little one's here, and then I'm going to be able to fill it with pictures. So I'm going to be using it to share lots of ideas with you, because it's not the same when you're making a scrapbook page and you haven't got, you want somebody really special to be able to talk about while you're doing it, don't you? Nancy, that looks gorgeous.
They're
So
beautiful dies, aren't they?
that's
Excuse me, everyone, sorry.
and I love the way you picked the colours from the dragonfly for all of the tags that you've got there, and then embossed all the tags.
Yeah, it's
They
lovely.
They look really good,
pretty.
don't they? Right, if we're quick, we've just got time to do bees.
To do bees, right, okay.
Yeah, so we've got, right,
Do you want me to
it's a
do some-
shaker.
Oh,
So do you want to do the card and I'll work out,
okay,
hang on then. I'll do, if you do that bit,
okay.
and I'll do this bit. This bit, I've got the piece that's going to go inside, and this is the stopper that's going to hold everything together.
So you've
this
got
is,
that, have you? And this is
yours is the top, the front.
the top, right, okay.
And before you stick the shaker on, we need to put the bees in,
right.
inside
So
the shaker.
I've got it, I
So,
see.
yeah, so
got it.
stick the back on first, then we'll do. Can you remember that time when you made that shaker? You spent ages making the shaker card on TV, and it did look good. And she's like, look, I've done it all, and she's all proud with it, and it all looks amazing. She lifted it up like that.
And it was full of glitter.
It went all over her.
But the thing was, I did that with you, and then about 3 or 4 years later, I did it to Dean. I didn't mean to, but I did it again.
That's how long we've all been together, everybody. That's what makes the channel so special. So we are going to be doing Facebook Lives Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday every week for the foreseeable future from 4 till 6. And we are going to be just making it so that we can have a chat. We make it really informal. If you've got any questions, we want you to ask us questions. We'll keep chatting to you. You've been telling us what your favourite music is. Right, so it says on the US schedule, let's see what this is from, do you want to pop that one inside, Nancy? It says on the US schedule, let me see, that you are on live tomorrow at 4 p.m. I really want the new USB. I'm going to clock watch all day tomorrow. Okay, that is, I think it's Mel Heaton's doing a sneaky peek for us. It's Mel that's doing it because I'm in Chesterfield and Mel's in Peterborough. So, right, so, oh, that's nice. You put it to the side.
Lovely.
Right, they're all your shaker beans. So they're your beans to go inside.
Okay.
So,
Cute.
so that's going to be... Now, when you're making shaker cards, everybody, one of the really important things to do is make sure you seal it up. And if you're not sure, put a little bead of silicone on the top of your foam tape, and it just like literally fills in all the little gaps and creates a seal, doesn't it, Nancy?
That's what happens, isn't it? So I haven't got any of that, but this should be okay, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it'll be fine. And then these are to decorate it afterwards.
There are.
So I'm just going to put them on here,
All our little bees.
little bees.
I like bees, but they don't like me.
No, they don't like Carl either, do they? They sting.
Yeah, but he gets really bad, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
well, he does, but it doesn't help when you take the tractor into the beehive. That didn't help, did it?
Well, there is
I
that.
can hear a buzzing, Nancy. Can you hear that buzzing?
Do you want to finish?
And over here for you.
Right, there we go. Thank you. So where shall we put these? I think you have one there, yeah?
Yep. That's Big Bertie.
That's Bertie. Come on, Bertie. Where are you going? And we've got this one. I think
That's Nigel.
it's that one. There, Nigel.
Yeah.
Okay. So who else have we got?
Martin.
That's Martin. Okay. I think they've got to just be around here, don't you?
Okay. And Dan.
And then who's this?
Gordon.
Gordon. Yeah, my husband has started that.
Started grafting.
No, I don't think he is, but let's put him there. It can be
Nose diving. Bertie.
Oh, go that way.
Does anybody talk to themselves when they're crafting?
I bet you do.
I
There we
do.
go.
I think that is so fun. Oh, here we go. I've saved this especially for you. Look,
A best friend.
that's really nice, isn't it? There
We're
you
going to
go.
put that.
For you. Tuck it in behind a bee.
That's what I was thinking. Let's pop it under there.
Oh,
Where are we going to put it?
in the middle. Put it
In the middle. Yeah, okay,
would
because
go.
that's going to come down, isn't it? Right, okay, there we are.
So everybody, I hope you've had a fabulous time because we certainly have. Need to say a few hellos and a few goodbyes actually. So going to say goodbye to Alison. Thank you for watching, Alison. And also to Helen. Thank you for watching. Can I suggest, she had a suggestion. Oh, can I suggest doing more bees and honeycomb dyes? Bees are everywhere and bees are related. Are huge over here. Oh, okay. So, well, maybe these bees might be enough for you. So this is another one. And then Sherry, thank you for watching us. It's been a real pleasure. Denise, thank you for watching. And also, I know Sue watched us. Ethel, thank you for watching. Another Denise. And Nuala, thank you for watching. And Nancy Watt, thank you for watching.
Pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
I just thank you guys. It really is a pleasure to spend time with you. I think it's going to take us a while to clean up in here, Nancy.
Yeah.
Never mind, we'll do not. We've got that plan, haven't we? We will see you all soon. You've been so patient. We really do appreciate it. If you would like more serious, more just this is how we do it kind of things, then tell us, because we will adapt the way we do our Facebook Lives to suit you, because you're the most important part of it. So stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you all soon. Don't forget to tune in for Dawn and Nigel tomorrow.